Welcome to another edition of Wrestle Talk. Before we begin, go ahead and hit the notification button when this show becomes released on YouTube. You'll get an alert. If you're watching us on YouTube or listening to us on audio on Apple, Spotify, and iHeartRadio, go ahead and like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, give us a 5-star rating. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know if you agree with us or disagree with us on any of our topics on this show. I should pause for a minute. I had to congratulate my co-host on surpassing 30K subscribers. That is amazing right there.
Appreciate it.
That is congrats to Lou. He's been working so hard on this. Trying to get more content for Let's Talk About It, Couples Talk. I think he also doing Unknown History, Brothers Talk as well. So
Yep.
you're doing an amazing job right now, Lou. I just need to go and say that before we go any further.
Oh, you're so damn sweet.
Of course, follow us on our social media page. We're on Instagram, X, TikTok. Lou is at different_level71. I am at Mario Eats for Gains. If you have a comment, suggestion, complaint, go ahead and email us at letstalkaboutit_71@yahoo.com.
Mm-hmm.
It's been an interesting night, to say the least. Let's go ahead and start off with a moment in history. Give me just 1 second here. We'll start off at a moment in history. On this date, August 2nd, 1992, Ron Simmons became the first African-American to win a major world title in wrestling when he defeated Big Man Vader to win the WCW World Heavyweight Championship in Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh, yeah.
Lou, I got to ask you, man, where were you when this happened? Or did you see this match at all?
Yeah, I watched on TV.
I don't think it was a major event. It was a TV house show, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was on one of those WWC Thunders, whatever. Was it Thunder? Whatever the crap was.
I think Saturday night or something like that. Something like that. I can't remember.
It was on something. I know I was home watching it, and I was shocked like everybody else. I was happy. I was very, very happy.
What it meant for you to see Ron Simmons raise that belt?
As I don't know, I don't count myself African American, but as a Black American, I was proud. I was happy. I was happy for him that he's representing people of color. It was a great achievement for Black Americans out there, if you want to call yourself African Americans or whatever. I loved it. I was so happy. I think I was like, I don't know how long I was, like in my 20s, whatever the fuck it was. I was happy for him, man. I was proud of him.
I was just a kid when this happened. I think I was about 12.
Well, yeah, he's 12 years old. He's like a fucking rookie.
If you're watching us on YouTube, listening to us to Apple or Spotify, iHeartRadio, go check out this moment on TikTok on our page, on our TikTok page. You'll see a clip of Ron Simmons holding the belt. There's also a brief history on our Instagram page. Go there as well. You'll read more about it. Of course, I'm a big fan of Ron Simmons. I loved his work in WCW. Wasn't so much of a fan of his Farouk character when he first arrived at WWE. Loved the acolytes and the APA stuff. And of course, his catchphrase, damn.
Damn.
Damn. You gotta love that stuff. Good stuff there.
Good shit.
All right. We're kicking off SummerSlam review, night 1, which happened at East Rutherford, New Jersey. at MetLife Stadium. The show kicks off with Cardi B. Lou, what did you think of Cardi B and how she was getting the crowd hype?
She got paid for nothing. Got paid for
She was,
nothing.
she was supposed to be labeled as the host of this show, right?
She didn't do nothing. She didn't say shit. All she did was she read off a cue card with somebody was on the ground. You can tell, and it was no reason. She probably got like $1 million for that shit. It was a waste of money. Waste.
Damn, I wish I can do something like that.
Yeah, I mean, you should, because I mean, man, anybody can do that. Man, listen, my Uncle Roos can do that shit. You know what I mean?
Hey, WWE, I think you need to put us on that show for about 10 seconds and pay us that money.
Man, give me 10 grand, I'll be good with it.
All right, our first match is a tag team match. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, accompanied by Paul Heyman. Of course, we'll get our predictions out the way. Lou, you predicted Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. I predicted Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. Of course, Roman Reigns and Jey Uso defeated Breaker and Reed in 21 minutes and 10 seconds. Lou, how did you feel that they were planting the seeds for Roman versus Braun Breaker in the future?
No.
No.
I'm like this. Where's the story? There's no story in this match. They ain't planting no seeds. The match was too damn long. It was stupid. This match probably could have been on Netflix or matter of fact, man, yo, you can put this match on the old Raw on USA. You know what I mean? It was okay. It was a decent match, but there was no story for it. I mean, Bronson took the pin. Jay got the pin. You know, Roman and Braun was not, or Breaker was not going to take no pins or nothing like that. Either one of them. You got to keep them strong. To me, there's no story. Where's the story at? There's no story for this. Roman's gonna be away because he's about to go shoot, film Street Fighter, or not for Street Fighter. He's about to do something else. He about to go do something. So, you know, I it was okay. It just started off the chain events of right now. I'm just gonna say it, the worst SummerSlam I've ever seen in my life on night one. The whole card, terrible.
Wow.
And again, I'm gonna say this. I haven't brought this up in a while. Hashtag fire Paul Triple H Levesque. There you go. Terrible.
Well,
God.
I thought Reed taking that pin protected Breaker. You need to make Breaker look strong for the future. I saw the seeds between Roman and Breaker. They're in this match. Of course, you're right with the storylines. They're moving. You probably didn't see the storylines because they're moving WWE is moving very slow with the storylines. Of course, this was I thought this is the setup for future. I guess when Roman Reigns comes back, they're gonna program with Breaker. I love the Yeet Encore moment when Jay theme hit and the crowd was fully behind that. I don't at this time. I clearly was thinking to myself, when was Braun? If Braun was going to be part of a future planning, for a world heavyweight title or something like that. But we'll get to that later. It was a solid match overall, pretty good. Not the best, but it's something.
SmackDown main event.
Yeah. All right, our second match is the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Lou, you got this one right. Flair and Bliss, you predicted that they would win this match. Of course, I chose Raquel and Roxanne. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss wins the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship in 13 minutes and 35 seconds. I thought the match was solid overall, good pacing. Each woman had got their moment. Bliss inadvertently takes out Charlotte with the right hand. Yeah, I thought that was a huge moment. It also made me feel that that momentum could swing either way. It felt like a tease between them two. And I also love Roxanne's pop rocks on Charlotte. But when Alexa rushes for the save, you automatically knew that at that moment that they were on the trajectory to win that match. Of course, Charlotte connects the big boot to Raquel, knocking her out. Alexa Bliss hits the sister Abigail on Roxanne for the pin. 1, 2, 3. It was a pretty good match. Lou, did you think that Alexa and Charlotte are sticking around for the long term as a legit tag team?
Hashtag fire Paul Triple H Levesque.
You didn't like this one either.
Fire the producers, fire the writers, all this crap, all of it. The one thing I tell you is, I think Roxanne did show a little bit of something. She is getting better. I give her that. I thought they was gonna push more Raquel as this powerhouse chick, whatever. I mean, it is what it is. Charlotte, Alexis, and I don't know why I keep calling her Alexis. Alexa. It started out slow. I like the ending was good. It was a better ending. They did tell a future story with her hitting Charlotte. That's a future story. So I see them not holding the titles long. I see Roxanne and Raquel getting the titles back. And I see a future story between Charlotte and Alexa. They go fight. And receipt got to happen. So that's coming there. Why they put them together? Like I said, man, the match was okay. The ending was better. Like you said, all the sequences at the end was better. There is a future storyline there. But again, everybody should be fired. Everybody. Everybody. I don't know what you liked about this SummerSlam. The first 3 matches, dude, I was bored shitless. I was bored. Okay? Bored. Well, go ahead.
Speaking of bored,
Congratulations, Charlotte. Congratulations, girl. You got another title. Alexis.
Big congratulations to Charlotte and Alexa.
Yeah, Alexa.
All right. Speaking of bored, our third match of the night, Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. Lou, I'll let you take this one first. Did you feel that this was a filler feud or something bigger for Sami?
Again, another match that should have been on SmackDown. This match wasn't even for the Netflix on Raw. Like I said, it should have been back on the USA shit when it was on USA. This is like, remember back in the day, right? They used to have WWF on Saturday mornings.
Yep.
So that's the main event for that one. That's what this match should have been. There is no storyline for this at all. Okay, you want to say he's trying to push Sami over? This was, well, matter of fact, what was the time on this? Because I know this was cut. This was cut way too soon.
This was 8 minutes and 10 seconds too long. We both actually predicted Karrion Kross would win this match.
Well, I'm like this. You give Sami another match, which makes no sense. But again, you got people like Bayley. You could develop a storyline for her for this match, for any match. Karrion, okay, he got over with the fans, dude, but he's gonna be going. They're not gonna give him a contract. This match shouldn't even been on the card. Again, another failed attempt. It shouldn't have been on there. It wasn't really that good. It was like a C match to me. I didn't like it. Like I said, it should have been on those Saturday mornings WWF.
Well, I gotta be honest with you. I didn't watch the match. I didn't pay attention to it. Mainly because it was a
Probably
boring
fell asleep.
storyline.
That's why you probably fell asleep in this shit. That's what it is. You know what I mean?
This was a boring storyline. Like I'm watching AEW, the type of crap that makes me believe that wrestling is unbelievable. That's
Hmm.
what this feels like.
Yeah.
Yes, folks. I actually said something that I did not like about WWE. I hated this match. I hated the storyline. Oh, as a matter of fact,
Oh
I
shit.
should bring this up.
Hmm.
When I went to Monday Night Raw, when they
Mhm.
came to Houston,
Yep.
if you look closely, I'm in the crowd wearing my Americano shirt. When Karrion Cross and Sami Zayn came out, you can literally see me not paying attention and on my phone.
Mhm. Well, that's the only part because you was up and down. Matter of fact, you was standing up the whole damn time. The guy in back, he probably told you sit the hell down. You know what I mean? For real. I mean, nobody can miss you. You was standing in front of the dude doing whatever. I don't know what the hell you was doing, but it was just standing there. I don't know what it is, man.
Ah,
But before you get to your next match, man, we got a mailbag.
all right, let's do the mailbag.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a mailbag. Mr. Doug Hoff is back from Kalamazoo, Michigan. All right. This is what I told you about, I warned you about. What did you guys think about WWE Unreal? What?
You want to go? Okay, I'll go first.
Mine's simple.
All right. For a lot of us old school people, we already know the magic, the gorilla position. We know all that stuff already. It's nothing new. This was more for like the newer viewerships who has no idea on how this production works. If you look at that last episode, and I'll tell you this right now, when they were discussing Charlotte and Tiffy, everyone knew that Charlotte was pissed about that comment, that divorce comment. For the cameras to get a good look at Charlotte and see her hug Tiffany after that WrestleMania match, I gotta tell you guys, that was just for show. Is you put someone's personal business out there on national TV or global TV like that, yeah, there's gonna be some more than heated words exchanged. And like I said
Mm,
on our WrestleMania episode, a lot of those spots was questionable. Who had a broken tooth?
mm, mm. Well, Doug, I can tell you, I told Mario this already. I couldn't get past the second episode. I stopped watching. Me as a fan, this is just my opinion. Me as a fan, I cannot watch this shit. Okay. If Vince would have never let this shit happen, I'll tell you that now. He would never let it happen. Opening up the doors, especially to the writing room. And I don't want to go too long, but this just proves my point how way this is the worst SummerSlam. Again, this is probably the worst pay-per-views. Yes, pay-per-views. We call them pay-per-views, not PLEs. That has been. The writers stink. They even proved it in the first two episodes. They stink. I couldn't watch no more. As a fan, I don't want to know what you guys drawing up a year or two in advance or 6 months in advance or whatever. Look, let us figure out as fans. That's what we do. We fancy book. Don't take the fun out of this shit. You know what I mean? Don't take it out of it. But this shit here is just ridiculous. Like you, man, I don't want to go on too much. This, Doug. That's the best way I can tell you. I ain't watching past two. I'm not watching this shit. Are you happy? Now we put down three matches already. So you mean telling me you are happy with how way they wrote and constructed these first three matches. Because these last three is insane. Boy, are you good with the first three?
I was happy with the opening match.
What?
Yes, I was happy with the opening match. I was even happy with the women's tag team match.
Oh shit.
I hated that third match, which was a sleeper, by the way. And I can't say that this is the worst SummerSlam. I think 94 and 95 was the worst SummerSlam of all. Actually, 95 takes the cake. That didn't really have nothing except Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon.
Was that Luger's era? When Luger was there?
That was right after Luger left, I want to say.
Interesting. All right. Well, I mean, listen, man. Fucking I, I, I hope night two is way better than this shit. The card looks better. This shit stinks. It stinks. It just stinks. The writers stink. I even watched them in that little whatever thing for the first two episodes. They're morons. And your Uncle Paul, dude, I'm telling you right now, this man is fucking clueless. Clueless. He has no idea. And you are the head of creative? This is what I've been saying for how long now? How long we been doing this show? 18 months now?
Yep.
I've been saying the same thing. He is clueless when it comes to creative. You just proved it on Netflix. You just proved it tonight. He's clueless, especially with the next two matches. Next three of them. That was the worst creative decisions I've ever seen. I mean, yo, I can't wait to hear my Uncle Roos because he gonna go ape shit over this crap. Seriously. I'm sorry. Go ahead. It's fucking ridiculous.
You good. You're good. Let it all out. Vent.
Ridiculous, man. This, dude, I I'm, listen, I've been good. I have not lost. I have not lost it. But if I am bored watching a pay-per-view, that's a problem. You even yourself couldn't even watch Karrion and Sammy. Why is Sammy still there? Why? And you got girls like Bailey who can put on a show and she's not in it, which I told you last episode, they gonna cut her ass too. She gonna be cut as well.
You know who? Well, you mentioned this before, but you know who should have had a spot in SummerSlam that does not have one at all?
Who?
LA Knight.
Yes. So that proves to me, especially when we get the main event, I'm gonna flip out on that shit. That's anyway. I'm sorry. Before you go to your next match, sir, I'm gonna add, we got this last question. Back to the mailbag before we get to the last three matches. This is from a new guy. I found this question very, very interesting. It's Ryan Flex from Michigan. What's you guys? I'm gonna read how he wrote it. What's you guys Mount Rushmore for the most iconic, for the most icons in WWE history that will always be remembered? Always. I already got my four already made up. You want me to tell you
Let's
my
hear
four?
your
You can
four
think
first.
about it, or you want to do it first?
No, I'll let you go first.
All right. Ryan, my four will you always be remembered is Stone Cold Steve Austin, Andre the Giant, Mario's favorite, John Cena, and may he rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. And I'm talking characters. Now let me make myself clear here because some people they take it to another level. When we go night two, I'll get those questions tomorrow night. But character-wise, those are the four that you will probably never forget in WWE.
My four. Austin,
Mhm.
Undertaker,
Hmm.
it's right off the tip of my tongue. I can't get the name out.
Honky Tonk Man.
No, maybe if we were talking about IC championships or make card. Did I say Andre the Giant before? I don't think it was Andre the Giant. I think I said I would eat with him.
He's memorable.
Did I say Rock?
No, no.
Austin Rock. No, this one was from Texas. I can't remember the name. Okay, well, we'll just throw Rock in there. Austin, Taker, Rock, Hogan.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
Ryan, I would put an honorable mention, but he's an old school guy. If you're an old school person, you got to put Bruno in there. He will always be icon. Remember, he was way before all our eras, but he was like the icon for 10 years. I think he held the belt for like 10 years. He was like the showman of all showmen in WWF. So, I mean, you got to put that in there. So, yeah, matter of fact, before you next pass, off topic, because who you think the the guy who got the most heat as a heel that wasn't Vince, character wise?
Bessoff.
Who?
Bessoff. Eric Bessoff.
I gotta
No,
disagree. Nah, I'm going old school. I think the person who got the most heat
I know who you're gonna
ever.
say.
Who?
You're gonna say what's his name
Who?
from Houston.
Oh no!
What's his
Oh
name?
no!
No,
No. Who got the most? It's a
Gino.
tie. This is back in the 80s and even
So
70s.
I thought you were gonna say Gino Hernandez.
Oh God, no, no. I'm talking
No.
about WWF, WWE, who got the most heat there. Like the
Ah,
boat, it's a tie between Roddy Piper and Iron Sheik. The most heat, like actual heat. Like when fans want to attack their asses, heat. That's what I'm talking about. Heat like that. Besides Vince. Go on.
you know what? Sidebar, real quick. I'm glad you mentioned the Iron Sheik. That guy cracks me up so damn much.
Yep.
Because I was gonna mention that WWE had honored Hogan in SummerSlam, mentioning his passing. Of course, they honored him at Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. And character-wise, uh, before becoming an adult and stuff like that, knowing all this other stuff, before
Mm-hmm.
anything happened in the future, as a child, yes, Hogan was viewed as the childhood hero.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad you brought up the Iron Sheik because someone close to me had mentioned that for whatever reason, Hulk Hogan solid flies goes hand in hand with SummerSlam because in '91, Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior went up against Slaughter, the Iron Sheik, and that other guy. I think he was like a character playing for Iraqi or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Went against them three. That was actually one of my favorite SummerSlam matches.
Okay.
And I think immediately after that, Ultimate Warrior got fired for
Man, that's a whole nother
holding
story
Vince
about
up for
stuff.
money. Yeah. But, that was one of my favorite SummerSlam matches where involving Hulk.
All right. All right. So what you got next, sir? Let's get to this one because I want to hear about this one.
Oh, wait. Before we get to that match,
Oh boy.
we got to talk about Triple A.
Oh yes.
Psycho Clown and Mr. Iguana was in attendance at SummerSlam, and WWE discussed Triple A. I should let the listeners know if you're watching on YouTube or listening to us on audio, Apple, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Wrestle Talk is also going to be doing a show regarding Triple Mania.
Mm-hmm. Let's
And
do it.
of course, I'm going to be wearing my Americano shirt. I'll be rooting for Americano in that main event. I think it would sell as him holding up the AAA championship. I would love to see that. But of course, the
Yeah.
decision's not mine. I don't work for WWE or AAA. But you know, That would be my booking
Whatever.
decision. Make
Whatever.
Americano champion.
Whatever. Yeah, I mean, we know who gonna walk out that championship. You know what I mean, we know who gonna walk out. That's a given. We already know Dom gonna go in and get that championship and walk out with it. So
Mm-hmm.
that's with it. But Triple Man, yeah, that's gonna be a good one right there. Yeah, yeah. You know it comes on 9 o'clock my time, right?
At night?
Yeah, 8 o'clock your time, 9 o'clock my time.
Oh, that's going to be a late night.
Yeah, because it's 6 o'clock in Mexico. That's when it starts. Yeah,
Man,
it's
all
gonna be
right.
in Mexico.
It's going to be an all-nighter
Yeah.
then. Sweet.
Well,
All right. Match number 4 is the WWE Women's Championship. Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. We both predicted Jade would win this match, but of course, Tiffany Stratton retains the WWE Women's Championship in 7 minutes and 5 seconds. Lou, I'm gonna let you vent out your frustrations. Uh, was that match as bad as you thought it was going to be, or did you think that Jade might approve a little something?
all right. This is gonna shock all my doubters out there that that I'm such a Jade Cargill hater. I don't know Jade personally. Separate the character from the person. I don't know her. I don't really care. Do I think she's a fraud and sucks? Yes. But I will tell you this, and this what may shock you. I think this match got cut way too short. It should have been longer. I thought they were starting to get into a groove. It's gonna shock you. I think Tiff and Jade had some type of chemistry. They kind of showed it when they first went at SmackDown. They got a little history. They got a little chemistry there. They're not too bad. They finally found someone that they match up with together. See, like with some wrestlers that they say when they touch, they feel instant chemistry. For
Yeah,
some reason, those two meshed together. I actually thought it was a pretty decent match. I'm not gonna lie to you, it got cut. You probably could have, it should have been like 10, 11 minutes for that title. It deserved more time. Because you know what? I didn't I give Jade a 3/4 of a clap right here. 3/4. 3/4 of a clap for her improvement. Uh, I know when you're practicing your moves, right? When she did her move, she put her leg on the rope. I
hmm
mean, everybody saw her do that right there. You guys got to do a better job selling that part. But you know what? I give her credit. She improved with her. Now everybody else, she got to get better. So do I still think it was the right decision not to give her this title? Obviously, your Uncle Paul is trying to push Tiffy to the moon, like an undefeated streak, maybe copying off what he did for Oscar and some shit like that. But again, there is no story. Where's the story for Tiffy after this? There is no story at all. You know what I mean? Will they have Jade and Tiffy again? I don't know. Tiffy is getting kind of boring. Jade did show a little bit, but what does she do now? Nobody knows. That's why I'm saying you gotta fire all these damn writers. They fucking suck. You know what I mean? There is no storylines for this shit. Again, another match. I'm bored. This one, I was more entertained than the first three. I almost fell asleep during the Sammy and Carrion match. Dead ass serious. This one actually entertained me a little bit. They should have gave it more time. Jay, I'll give you 3/4 of a clap for your improvement. You got 3/4. You will not get a full clap because I still think you're a fraud, but I've been 3/4. There you go.
All right. Well, you know what? I thought this match was sloppy at times.
No, Jay,
No, no.
Jay looks sloppy.
Hold on, hold on.
All
I
right.
ain't talking about Jade. I'm talking about
Oh, Tiffy?
Tiffany.
I mean,
It was
that's
sloppy
another
at
one.
times.
I'll get to
Um,
the
yeah, well, I think WWE made the right call by keeping the strap on Jade. I mean, on Tiffy. But like it goes to say what I'm glad you said. What's next for Tiffy? Because I don't think WWE has a clue of what they're doing. I thought, like I said before, there's no elevating Tiffy right now
Mm-mm.
that has some momentum going with Trish, that has some momentum going with some of the other matches. But now, what do you do? Because everyone wants to see Bianca versus Jade in the future, which is a possible setup. But is Bianca going to challenge for that belt next? Is that how the feud's going to happen?
Uh, maybe, but
It would have been better if Charlotte had that belt and Tiffy was chasing it.
yeah, we already discussed that. That's not gonna happen because your Uncle Paul's a fucking idiot. But um, you know why they everybody's slipping and having botches, right? Because
Because they are not performing on enough days.
thank you, too much time
When
off.
McMahon was in charge, just about every day you were performing, even on holidays.
I'm gonna let you in a little secret here, and I'm gonna let everybody else know, these fans out here. Everybody's talking about how great the Triple H era is. There is no difference to what Vince did. The only difference is this: he's giving more time off, and Vince did it. He's cutting matches just as bad as Vince did. He's making, even though Vince had better storylines, but he had bad storylines too. So he's doing almost the same exact shit that his daddy did. The only difference is he's giving him more time. Oh, he's the best. Oh my God, he saved wrestling. He just give you more time. Time off to do what? You're not in shape, you're making botches. I mean, we've been saying this for what, since what? When we talking about EO last year?
Hmm.
You got more
Yep.
injuries, all these botches, you got too much time off. You're not even wrestling. So that's the problem. Like I said, hashtag fire Paul Triple H back. Go ahead.
Well, Lou, how good is your bleeping sound working?
I haven't figured it out yet, so I mean, well, you might as well not say it.
Uh,
You can ad lib it. You talking about
oh,
your favorite?
our next match is match number 5, a tag team match. Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul.
Oh, hold on,
Uh,
hold on. I know you were pissed at this outcome.
hold on. Hold on. We'll get the predictions out the way. Lou, you predicted Orton and Jelly Roll. I predicted McIntyre and that damn primetime poser. Of course, uh, McIntyre and that primetime poser defeats Orton and Jelly Roll in 17 minutes and 10 seconds. I want to see more Jelly Roll involved in these WWE storylines. This was a little bit more fun than I expected. I felt like Jelly Roll hold his end, not too much, just sticking to the basics. I love the storyline buildup. This primetime poser continues to be a heat magnet. Of course, the finish of the match, this primetime poser's fog splash to Jelly Roll for the win, and it's clean 1, 2, 3. I should mention some facts.
Mm,
I'm blind. He's
mm.
an airhead. F that primetime poser. He's an outsider. I love those signs, by the way. And that was for you, green shirt guy. F that primetime poser. I can't say what I want to say. I'm trying not to get this canceled out. But Lou, was Chetty Roll better than what you expected, or was it just not your vibe?
I thought he did. I thought he did pretty good. I thought he was gifted into it. Obviously, he's coming back for another story. After I guess he comes back from his tour or whatever. But I guess I expect him back by WrestleMania. I have never, not even Vince. I've never seen a celebrity lose. Never, never seen one lose. I've never seen it lose. They hyped up the ending. Uh, what do I agree with the ending? No, I think they should let him win and maybe attack him at the end or did some crap at the end. But I've never seen a celebrity lose. You got all these eyeballs on them. I guess you want to tell a story for the future or whatever. I don't understand that part. But I have never, even Vince never let his celebrity lose. I've never heard of a celebrity losing ever.
I think they're building up for a one-on-one match with J Ro and that primetime poser.
I
I
guess.
I would love to see that match. I thought this was going to be that one-on-one with here at SummerSlam, but of course you got to get Randy Orton involved, get some Starlight in power into that, get people interested in that storyline. And by the way, speaking of storylines, that one night in SmackDown where this primetime poser destroyed all that musical equipment. Oh, and you know, someone close to me said that if they had saw that man did that, that'd be the end of him. That's how much heat this man brings.
Well, if you want heat, think about it. If you want them to go again, let's say WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
You should have Logan pop up on one of his tours and do something in one of his concerts
Hmm.
and film it.
Hmm.
That's what you should do. If you want to set this up to be a good storyline for let's say WrestleMania, like
Yeah.
Jelly Roll versus Logan Paul, you got to
Hmm.
have him do something at one of his concerts, multiple concerts. Him show up, do something. That's how you tell a story. If by him taking the pen and he never comes back and this and that, that was bullshit. That was the worst call you can do. But if you want to set up a story for the future, you have Logan go out there, your favorite, uh,
He's not my
do
favorite.
do
No,
something
no,
at
no,
one of
no.
his concerts. Because think about it though. You don't think that's not telling a good story? You got the cameras out there. He'll do something. He'll have somebody in the crowd, pay somebody, talk all this crap. Like you can build it. You can build a storyline with those two all the way to WrestleMania.
I agree with you, but you know what? F that primetime prick.
He don't mean that, ladies and gentlemen. He loves that
Yeah, I
man.
do. Don't lie to them. There'll be no lies on this show right here. F
He's an
that
Astro
primetime prick.
fan. Don't listen to him.
Well, I think we're doing good on timing right now because we're at our main event.
All right.
All right, the World Heavyweight Championship, Gunther versus CM Punk. We both predict. Wait, hold on. Let me get this right. You predicted Gunther. I
Mhm.
predicted CM Punk.
Mhm.
CM Punk wins the World Heavyweight Championship in 30 minutes and 20 seconds. Now, we'll pause right there for a minute and just discuss the match.
Mhm.
Lou, did you think that this was Gunther's best match yet?
No, that wasn't the
Or
best match. This is a very good match. I'll give him that. It was for both their styles, for that fraud ass CM Punk. It was good for CM Punk and Gunther. Gunther and Noah, they're both slow paced guys. So it was a good match. It was a good mix for those guys. It was a good overall match. It really was a good match. I'll give them that. So what I'm thinking, the rumors are true. What they reported about Gunther, he's going to take time off. I thought that was a BS report, but obviously it's true. I mean, he was bleeding from his nose because he had some type of nose problem. So that was the report before the match happened. Because you know it's right when he flipped him on the desk, he rolled underneath the table. So I don't know to make it look good. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's one of these. I mean, maybe they'll put it on Unreal in the future or whatever, some shit like that. But the reports was he had some type of problem and he had to go away. But otherwise, that forget about that. The match was good. The chops was very. I think that was one of his loudest chops. It's just as loud as when he did that triple threat. What was that? The one with him and Sheamus and Drew for the Intercontinental title.
Oh
Remember
yeah,
that rats at
yeah,
WrestleMania?
yeah.
Yeah, those chops were loud, but these chops was loud. Like, yeah, he chopped CM Punk. He chopped him up. Like it was a good match though. It was really well constructed. Whoever the producer was, he saved his job. All the rest of them, he got fired.
You know, I think we both know who produced this match. It couldn't have been none other than Paul Heyman. I'll get to him in a second.
Might have been Bruce, I don't
Um,
know.
no, man, this was straight up Paul Heyman. We'll get to that in a
All
second. I thought that this was a hard hitting match, a very old school main event.
right.
Uh, it definitely lived up to the hype.
Hmm.
I love how Gunther got busted open. There
Hmm.
was a color on there. Of course, CM Punk's gives two go to sleep or GTS to Gunther for the win.
Hmm.
I should note that it looked like CM Punk was struggling to lift up Gunther. And if I can give CM Punk some advice, don't skip leg day. You know, I was doing my research, and it's very interesting to know that this was CM Punk's first SummerSlam main event in over a decade.
Wow.
His last one was in 2011 with John Cena for the Undisputed Championship, with Triple H as a special referee.
Mhm.
And I mention all that because later on in that match, Alberto Del Rio cashed in later, cashed in his Money in the Bank contract and defeated Punk for the title.
Go figure.
Interesting, because it seems like history's repeating itself all over again.
Mm.
Now, when you saw Seth Rollins come out with Paul Heyman, what was going through your mind?
I thought he was giving him a warning until he turned around. He stopped. And I was like, "Oh shit, here we go." All right, that's when I lost it. Um, you know, it's just what's the word I'm looking for? Karma, karma. It's a bad story. You, I don't know if you faked the injury, you needed time off or whatever, but you buried another guy to tell a story. That's like, and I know this is going to be different, especially with the Money in the Bank briefcase. I prefer now, unless your Uncle Paul steps down, get rid of Money in the Bank. Get rid of it. Just get rid of it. This is the second time in a row you have fucked that whole shit up. You messed up with Drew and CM already, or last year. This year, right? You had a match with LA. You had a damn fake injury. Trying to fool everybody. No doctor's reports. I knew he wasn't hurt. And then all of a sudden, you come out with the Money in the Bank briefcase, and then you cash in on them, and this is dumb ways of telling stories, man. Especially with the Money in the Bank briefcase, just come straight up with it. I, 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 I'm I'm in awe. I just really, you know what? I'm gonna say this last thing. You know what I wish would have happened for a better story? Because they should hire me. Think about this. You could have waited, even if you faked the injury, you could have waited with the cash in. Let CM have his moment. Let him keep it for like, I don't know, a day or two, a month or so, whatever. Would have been the better story, would have set you up for WrestleMania. If you had Roman come out and stop Seth before he went down the stage, that would have set you up for WrestleMania. You finally had that Roman Seth deal. That'll set you up. Then you'll have maybe, I don't know, let's see him hold it or lose to LA, bring LA Knight back in. That's how you tell stories. I mean, that's the way you tell it. This is ridiculous right here, what they're doing with it. Because now, okay, he got the title back. So you tell me, since you got your Uncle Paul's personal email and shit, you tell me now he got the belt. What do you do now? You got Braun, you got Heyman, which that group does not fit. It does not fit. It's not telling a good story. Whoop-de-doo, now Seth has the title. He says CM will never get the world championship again. Okay, well, he got it for 5 minutes or whatever minutes he got it. So now what do you do with Seth? It would have told a better story if Roman would have stopped him from cashing in. He can cash in later, but that sets up everything. See, you want to plant seeds for WrestleMania. You want this to be WrestleMania, right? So, like I said, this SummerSlam Part 1 is the worst creative I've ever seen. Ever. I've never seen a more dumbass storylines in my life. In the 18 months we've been doing this, I can't remember one storyline that your Uncle Paul has done flawlessly or greatly. That's it. You say it's Paul Heyman, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I only watched 2 episodes of that Unreal. I haven't seen him do anything. Nothing. He just goes along with what's his name? What's Michael Hayes? Whatever he says. Pritchard. He goes along with what he says. But he's in charge. I mean, who's the head of creative? And who's these other morons in that room? I don't know who the hell they are. They just idiots. I don't know, but that's all I gotta say about that. Go ahead, sir.
Of course, a better shocker. Seth Rollins catches in his Money in the Bank briefcase and wins the World Heavyweight Championship, defeating CM Punk in 10 seconds. I gotta say I enjoyed that match, and it seems like it had Paul Heyman written all over it, considering that his involvement with Punk. I think we all got worked on that fake injury. Oh, wait, let me repeat myself. I think we all got worked on the injury, setting up for this storyline or for this event to take place where Rollins becomes the new world heavyweight champion. And I just have one question. What happens next?
Ask them dumbass writers in the room. I don't know. I want to know, what do you do with LA Knight? What do you do with him? He should win the Royal Rumble. He should be in the title picture. We talked about this last year this time. You got to set up, you got these little pay-per-views. You set up everything for Survivor Series. Then you set up for Royal Rumble. I don't know where's it going. Clash in Paris. What are you doing there? What do you do with Seth now? What do you do with Punk now? Gunther's going to be away, and I don't know if he's going to be away now. That's what he said. But again, you said it. Where are the storylines? What storylines? Let me ask you something. What storylines did you see coming out of SummerSlam Night 1?
Honestly, Reigns and Bray. I saw. I don't know. Maybe I see something different. I
It
saw
might
this
be in the
East
future.
one.
I'm talking about. Okay, you talking about planting seeds, right? For me, what
Mhm.
WrestleMania?
Yeah,
Roman and Breaker, right? That would be a good match.
possibly. Yeah,
But possibly, right?
yeah.
You gotta have Seth Roman in theirs first. They gotta end their shit. They gotta end it. And you gotta finally end this CM Seth crap. You gotta end that. You gotta end this thing right here, right? What do you do with Randy now? What do you do with Drew? What do you do with the New Day? You know what I mean? I mean, how long they gonna go with this morning crap? I mean, like, I want to know what are they gonna do with my girl Chelsea? I mean, like, tomorrow night is going to tell exactly where this is going because I think their main storylines are tomorrow. I don't think they care about tonight.
Let's play a little game. Let's do some fantasy booking right now. Of these 6 matches, if you could rewrite one match, which one would it be and why?
The only match I would probably rewrite is that one. Is the main event. Is the main event. Like I said before, Seth when Seth took off the brace. Now I don't care if CM beat Gunther. I don't care about that. That's fine. You know what I mean? Gunther is strong enough to take the loss. I have no problem with that. You want to tell a story? You have Roman stop Seth at the top. At top of the steps, he attacks him. They get into a brawl. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Jay helps him. I don't know what it was. They get into a little hustle. All right. Roman's going away anyway. He hurts Roman a little bit, whatever, this and that. CM gets out the ring. He can celebrate his world title. Let him have it for a month or two. Let Seth cash in later. Let him cash in later. That's what I would do. And that sets up Roman and Seth for the future. But go ahead.
I think the one match that I would rewrite is the women's championship. Um,
Oh, you let Jade win?
Hell no. Are
Oh,
you serious?
yeah. Come on, man. I'm about to say,
I
like, what
can't
the
believe you
hell?
even asked me that.
Yeah, I'm about to say, man.
We've been saying the same thing about Jade this entire time.
Yeah,
She's
she
not
stinks.
ready.
Yeah, she stinks.
The only additive that I would put on this match is Bianca Belair.
And
She
she a
should have
finger,
been
right?
she should have been involved in some way, shape, or form.
No, it's her finger. Her finger's still messed up. She's still hurt with her finger.
They could have did something with her.
Because
Maybe
right
not.
as of right now, she can't bend it. She still can't bend it. Yeah.
We
I
need
don't
to.
know when she's coming back, but she still, she still can't fully bend it.
I
You gotta use
wouldn't
the
have her.
hands.
This is what I would have done. I wouldn't have her physically get involved, but as maybe as an interruption or a distraction for Jade to
Yeah.
purposely uh, have her lose the match or inadvertently lose the match would have
Okay.
set up a future storyline.
All right. Well, what do you do with Jade now?
What do you do with Jade?
What do you do with Tiffany?
This match is over. Do you see that feud continuing with Tiffy?
I, well, you know what? If they had, I wouldn't mind those two having a longer match. I'm telling you, they work pretty good together. Even though if they clean up they spots, they work pretty well together. I think it's a good matchup for both of them. This guy learn, like you said, if they had those house shows and this and that, they can keep on working with each other, but they don't work enough. That's the problem.
Mm. I would definitely like to see more house shows.
Son,
Um, something,
yeah.
something. I mean, between the creator, yeah, and some of those guys on the creator team, I'm not going to mention their names, but I'll describe them to you. The guy suggesting that Cena should win the Royal Rumble, I think that guy needs to go. They've been
Man,
showing him a lot. I
man, the
would
whole
keep,
staff should go.
I would keep Pritchard, Hayes, um, Abyss. I like Abyss. Um, and
Abyss,
yeah,
the ass kissing dude.
he's not an ass kisser.
Oh, I'll do what you say, Bruce. Oh man, yeah. I just want to make you happy. Yeah, come on, man, dude.
He just wants the best product out there. I love
He's an
that.
ass kisser.
He
Come
is
on,
not
man,
an
get
ass
out of
kisser.
here. I'll do whatever you say. Come on, man. Seriously,
He's a perfectionist. He wants the product good.
man, he's an ass kisser. That's it. He a brown noser, bro. Come on now. Come on, man. Brown noser. Terrible.
Uh,
Terrible. Terrible. I miss Vince, man. This would never happen. And people, y'all can tag me all y'all want. This would never happen with Vince. It would never happen with Vince. I'm telling you, I am a his storylines were so much better. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it was a couple of them it was out of their minds. You can't even know what's going on with Vince sometimes. But at least he knew how to build a long he knew how to build a storyline to take all the way to WrestleMania. 6 months, 3 months. Like when he do his builds, he would do a good build. A good build. There is no builds here. We don't know about Clash of Paris is what? And when's that? 3 weeks?
about yeah,
No, 4 weeks. End of the month, right?
yeah.
Okay. And what's after that? The Saudi Arabia John?
Let's see. I have. Um,
It's something like that.
let's see. Crash in Paris, August 31st. Crown Jewel in Australia.
Yeah.
Survivor Series in San Diego.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one right there. Yeah, that's gonna be good. And after that, they'll be getting ready for the Rumble. But I
Mm-hmm.
want to know how is this gonna play out? And they met us. This might be a BS story. Because if this is not a setup for tomorrow night, because for Cody to turn heel with the so-called Cena face turn, which I don't believe. If Cena turns face, this better be Cody turns heel. I need heel Cody. I've been asked for heel Cody for how long? I've been asked for heel Cody. Like ever since he won the title last year. I told you his run has been crap. We needed heel Cody. If you gotta get on your email with your Uncle Paul, this is the time to make the switch and get you heel Cody.
Well, I'm glad you said that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching us on YouTube or listening to us on audio, uh, Apple, Spotify, or iHeartRadio, go ahead and check out this clip on our YouTube channel. You can also check it out on Instagram. I made a prediction, a very bold prediction, and it seems like we're gonna have to wait till tomorrow night to see what happens. Well, we're just about running down on time.
Oh,
Any final words, Lou?
if Vince was here, Gunther would be the heel of the century.
Well, folks, thank you so much for taking the time to watch us or hear us on audio. that's it for us for night one. And yeah, we said what we said. And if that stings, well, then damn good. SummerSlam ain't over. Meet us back tomorrow night for a night two review. We're on fire. This is going to continue. In the meantime, Wrestle Talk is out. Peace.
Hashtag fire Paul Triple H Levesque.
You know what? Hashtag F that primetime poser.
I'm done.